and you work on it, and then you think, it'd be curious, and you already got your relationship with the song, and you think, but it'd be curious if that person would take it that away. And that means in this, with Post and Telegram, it's definitely a case of they almost take care of certain, it's like, then that means I can go even further that way if they take care of that away.
Was it all difficult to give your songs up to people to do what they wanted with them?
No, because I would never ever give my song to anyone. I mean, I'm too possessive, and they are too precious to me for that. But every person who did the mixes, I trust them, and I trusted that they would be gentle with my songs.
There's a lot of, well, you've always shown like a great regard and love of musical forms that changed where modern and popular music was going, bebop and jazz, and a big love for electronic music and techno. Several of the mixes on the album, in the electronic music realm, it's interesting that it's not like character, like one superstar-driven music. It's like often vocals sort of take a secondary role, and it's not really like a song with verse, chorus, and your voice is almost like an ambient sound in some of the mixes in the more electronic music. How do you feel about that as your position of a lead singer?
Well, it's almost like a coincidence that I ended up as a singer with a spotlight in my face. I mean, I like it. It's not like I'm saying I don't like it, but let's put it this way, I'll deal with it, But at the end of the day, my true passion is music. And I always wanted to be like a music scientist when I was a kid. And I would be obsessed with people like David Attenborough, Carl Sagan, Albert Einstein. And I would fall for all the boys in my class who had really thick glasses and that insect collection in their home. And they would do like chemistry things and all these kind of science things and sort of obsession with the unknown.
Yeah.
That's my biggest turn on. And if it takes the tool that it takes to get me there is singing, cool. If I have to like write the song and do the string arrangement and play the bass and be the producer, cool. If I have to just kind of be there and make the tea and the other person will do it, cool. I have no ego problems like that as well.
Yeah.
And with all the collaborations I've had, say with Deodato or with engineers, or like Marcus, or with say Tricky, or say with some of the remixes, I say, here's my song, here's my little baby. And if you want me to come over to the studio and sing it again, I'll do that. And sometimes I come and then I say, but this is your version. Don't forget that. And I'm a session singer. So you tell me what to do. And I get a kick out of that because at the end of the day, it's not about glorifying me. It's about serving music. And this may sound pretty sort of hardcore and all spiritual and stuff, but I'm sorry that I'm just addicted to music. And at the end of the day, whatever it takes to make a good song.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself a diva? I read somewhere you were a diva of the ravers diva. Do you consider yourself a diva? I mean, we have like not just one, but 13 gorgeous photographs of you on Telegram.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a diva?
No, but no, I don't. But I think it took me until I was 27 to be that selfish, to say, okay, I get it. I have to be like the protector of this, what do you call it, task, And I will be the face of it, and that means I'll be the mother, and I'll make sure everybody's fine, and the engineer gets vegetarian sandwiches, and I'm like a mother of all these people, and we go touring, and I make sure everybody gets in the club and the tour bus, but I'm just like an umbrella of this project. But that means also that my faces has to be on the front, and I have to defend the project, and I have to kind of like be responsible if something goes wrong, even though somebody else did the boo-boo, I'll have to take it on me.
Right.
But also I have to put my face on front, you know, which I did it once when I was 11, and then it took me 16 years until I could do it again, you know. And then I wanted to do it and take everything that comes with it, not only the good things, but also the bad things. But this is very much a collaboration between me and my favorite photographer, which is called Nobuyasu Araki, and what a guy. I mean, he is outrageous. You just meet him, and he's once in a lifetime you meet a person like that. So it's not literally my face, you see, but it's kind of me plus him. And this is where the ground we met. So I look at it like that. And all the artwork is me and Paul White. And I worked with him for 9 years. And that's where we meet too. So in a way, you know, it's like that remix stuff I was trying to describe to you earlier. The photo of this Stefan Setnui, who it's all like, it's basically a collection of duets, you know?
I read somewhere a long time ago that like a lot of what you're talking about is like collaboration, fooling around with lots of people working on this thing. And I read once that you were entertaining the notion of doing a project where it was simply you at a board producing the sounds and recording and mixing and doing everything from an essential, pure, singular expression. Do you think you'll ever do that?
I could have done it so long ago, to be a complete solo artist where I do everything myself. I'm not saying it would have been great or anything, but I'm just saying I could have done it so long ago. And it just sounds boring to me. It just seems like, I'm not sure what word I can use here, but it's like having sex on your own. I don't know what was.
I know the word, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it.
Okay, it's the same thing. It's great to be able to do it, but at the end of the day, and we all do it all the time. But at the end of the day, I'm such a romantic creature, and my there I go, old Chuffy. At the end of the day, I'm so curious what my energy plus another person's energy, what it will be like. And that's just the romantic, I'm a hopeless romantic, you know. I play music and I sing on my own all the time. And that's me, my relationship with me, and we get along great, you know. But almost just, even though sometimes I've been working so much now with just an engineer, and he's called Marcus, and I write the song, I produce, I do everything, I sing, I play the synths, do the beat, and he's just, but still it's a duet between me and him. And I just like me and you are doing this interview together now.
Sure.
And it's not mine, it's not yours, it's us, you know. And I don't know, I'm just a sucker for that. It just turns me on.
Cool.
It just turns me on.
I should say that for all you computer folks out there, after this interview, Björk's going to be online, AOL, the keyword is Much Music, or you can get through www.muchmusic.com. And so you once stated that your favorite things in life were PJ Harvey, Tricky, and Ren and Stimpy. And you have John Kay, the creator of Ren and Stimpy. He directed your new video for I Miss You. So why did you choose him?
I mean, I was just literally waiting for, I had a song for him. I was hoping it would be good enough, you know, to inspire him. And I sent it to him then finally when I think I had it, a song me and Howie B did together. And he said yes. And I was just like, ooh, spoiled rotten, you know. And yeah, we talked about it a bit. But it's a pretty obvious tune. The lyric is pretty sort of about hit and miss sort of thing. I never got to meet the guy of my life because I missed the bus. And then you know, all that sort of hit and miss thing. It's like, you know, and so the song is just about that. And he just turned up with this. It took him 6 months and his team to do it.
Wow.
And he kept sending me little samples and little drawings and that. And I mean, in person, he is just the funniest guy in the universe. he is so funny.
There's a real sort of like crazy aspect of his work too, like kind of like gross, the gross aspect, and you know, humorous, visually stunning, and also like in this particular video, you really allow him to put you in very strange positions. Like you have these two things happening on your breasts, like the. Well, you'll see it. You'll see it here in the video. So you just said, okay, do what you will, and you love that sort of aspect of him, the strange, twisted aspect of his work?
Yeah, when you have a genius like John Kay, and I knew after talking to him several times that he understood. I mean, I don't have to whatever. I just left it completely to him. But he's brilliant because he took the complete piss out of me by taking that footage of me being up that poor lady in Bangkok. And he had put that.
In the video?
Yeah, he based certain drums on that.
Really?
And then, so he really took the piss out of me, but then he was really flattering towards me because, I mean, I wish I had that body, you know. And you know, so, you know, I'm honored. I'm so honored to be, you know, and something he's drawing.
Cool. Let's take a look at that then. This is Björk's I Miss You. This is one of the remixes. Dobie remixed this one. Did he do both of the remixes, or on the album you have two remixes of
yeah, Dobie did one mix. Fotek did one, who is a drum and bass kid from England. Yeah, I think that's it really. Yeah, Underworld did. Darren did one. Darren Emerson. Yeah.
And this particular version on the video, do you know who did that?
That's the version me and Howie did together originally.
Okay, this is the original version.
Yeah.
All right, I Miss You, Björk. Thank you very much for coming down.
Thank you. Bye then. Cool dance.
Yeah.
Test. Check. Test. Test.
Come on, Scotty, give me a fry.
McDonald's irresistible fries. Go get them.
Please.
Get your own, man.
Saturday on the Much Music Big Ticket. Enter Peter Gabriel's Secret World. Peter Gabriel's Secret World, Saturday on the Much Music Big Ticket.
Björk has a brand new album out. It's called Telegram, and there are a ton of remixes and reinterpretations of music from her previous album, Post, spanning the whole spectrum from Brazilian to classical to techno. Lots of different stuff. She has also a new video for I Miss You, and it was directed by John Kay, the Canadian animator who created Ren and Stimpy. Now, Björk has a really huge respect for a lot of groundbreaking musical forms like bebop and jazz, and now a lot of respect for techno. A lot of techno remixes where her voice is like secondary in the mix. It's like way off in the distance, sort of an ambient sound. But she says it doesn't matter to her to be like, it doesn't matter, she doesn't have to be in the focus, in the limelight. It's whatever is good for music. Here's Björk. Is there anything like in the isolation and sorrow within your work? Why does that come out? Why is that something that's a big, sort of something that you perceive in life?
I think I'll exaggerate very much just to explain my point, but if you've got a choice to live your life asleep or awake, and if you choose to live it asleep, which I think quite a lot of people do, and then you kind of make yourself numb to most things, you know, and you kind of got given 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, and all these kind of things, and you kind of look and you go, I'm just gonna be cozy here. So when do I die? 10 years to go, okay. You know, and the other options is kind of like to be alive, and it's a sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but it's a very scary thing. It's a very scary thing to be alive. Slamming against those rocks, when it lands, will my eyes be closed or open? It's a choice if you want to be asleep or awake. And if you're awake, you go very sad, and you go very happy, and you go extremely like humorous, and you go really stupid, and you go very intelligent and all wise and clever, and you go really horny, and you go really like.
We can't say horny on TV.
Is that?
I think it's okay.
But it's got 5 letters there.
Yes, it does have 5 letters.
Björk, turn around. Right to the front, love.
How have you been?
it's just kind of a very sad thing, you know. Obviously, when somebody shoots their face off, you know, it's terrible. I'm not sure if I'll dream very properly for a while.
Have you had to change your life at all because of that, the episode with Richard Lopez?
Well, I get all the good things about my job, which is super, super cool. They're like, I dream up a song, and in 12 hours it could be reality. So it's literally a dream come true, you know? And you can't ask for more than that. Come on. So all the bad things, like some people sending me bombs and stuff, it's not like I'm happy about it, but I accept that.
Right.
It's got a bad side to it. But it's when it spills over to the people I love, I get really defensive and very, you know, when you know, people kind of start sort of invading my grandmother's life, and my son's life has changed a bit last year, and the bomb could have actually, you know, hit him, you know? And that's when I get really defensive and upset.
There's definitely no logic to human behavior, but yet so
I read once that you were entertaining the notion of doing a project where it's simply you at a board producing the sounds and recording and mixing and doing everything from an essential, pure, singular expression. Do you think you'll ever do that?
I could have done it so long ago. And it just sounds boring to me. It just seems like, I'm not sure what word I can use here, but it's like having sex on your own. I don't know what words.
I know the word, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say
okay,
it.
it's the same thing. It's great to be able to do it, but at the end of the day, and we all do it all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm such a romantic creature. And my there I go, old Jeffy. At the end of the day, I'm so curious what my energy plus another person's energy, what it will be like. I always wanted to be like a music scientist when I was a kid. And I would be obsessed with people like David Attenborough, Carl Sagan, Albert Einstein. And I would fall for all the boys in my class who had really thick glasses and that insect collection in their home. And they would do like chemistry things and all these kind of science things and sort of obsession with the unknown.
Yeah.
That's my biggest turn on. And if it takes, the tool that it takes to get me there is singing, cool.
Björk was a fan of Ren and Stimpy, and I read about that, and I saw her in concert wearing the T-shirt and stuff, and she was coming to L.A. to play at the Palace after the show. I went back and met her. We were sitting around kind of staring at each other, and we were both a little bit shy about it, and I picked up a flyer for another rock concert, and I turned it over, and I drew a picture of Björk dancing with Jimmy the Idiot Boy.
Wow.
And she started to giggle, and I said, "You want to make a video?" She said, "Okay."
It's brilliant because he took the complete piss out of me by taking that footage of me being up that poor lady in Bangkok. And he had put that.
In the video?
Yeah, he based certain drawings on that.
Really?
And then, so he really took the piss out of me, but then he was really flattering towards me because, I mean, I wish I had that body, you know. And you know, so, you know, I'm honored. I'm so honored to be, you know, and something he's drawing.